Minister, thank you very much for your time today. We've just had the United States election, Donald Trump overwhelmingly voted in by Americans. Your Prime Minister Modi, what's his relationship like with Donald Trump?
Well, he has a very good, strong relationship. At a personal level, the leaders have a very strong friendship. So we look forward to working with this administration.
It was also under the Trump administration that there was the revival of the Quad in 2017.
Right.
How critical is this partnership with India, with Australia and the United States, given the rising threats we're facing in our region?
You are right that it was during the Trump administration that the Quad was revived. Not just revived, its levels were raised. Its agenda was expanded, and mind you, some of it happened in the midst of COVID. Today, I think, Quad has grown, but I have every confidence that, under the Trump administration, it will progress further.
Would India be prepared to support the United States militarily or otherwise in defence of Taiwan should there be a Chinese invasion?
I think you misunderstand what the Quad is about. The Quad is meant really as 4 countries coming together for a shared agenda, converging interests. So this kind of question, the kind of scenario you're painting is probably appropriate for the kind of treaty ally that Australia is. So I don't know, maybe in the case of Japan, but I don't think it really, the question and the kind of scenario fits in with what we really discuss and envisage on the Quad.
It was more of a question separate from the Quad, given China has been warning that it does have plans to reunify with Taiwan. Has India given any consideration to what role it would be prepared to play if that eventuates?
India has its interests. India has its security concerns. Please bear in mind we are the only Quad country which also has a land border with China. I don't think, honestly, this question is warranted given our history and where we're coming from.
India is, of course, also part of the BRICS partnership, a member of both. Do you recognise the angst that India's relationship with Russia at times causes Australia?
I don't think we have given cause for any angst for this reason. Look, in this day and age, countries don't have exclusive relationship. I mean, if I were to use that logic, I would say, well, so many countries have relationship with Pakistan. I mean, look at the angst that should cause me. Yeah, and let me tell you 2 things here. What India has done and is doing with Russia is actually, in my view, helpful to the international community as a whole. If we had not made the moves we had, let me tell you, the energy markets would have taken a completely different turn and actually would have precipitated a global energy crisis. It would have caused inflation across the world as a consequence. Equally, it is the fact that we have today a good relationship with Russia allows us to be, in a way, a country in between which has the ability to both talk to Russia and to Ukraine and to try to find some intersection in those conversations. And I think the world, including Australia, needs such a country which will help to bring back this conflict back to the conference table.